We were absolutely warned that this was a trap game and that we shouldn't take it too lightly, and yet here we are losing to a 2-7 team that won 35-28 against us, and we dropped down to 9-2, opening up the door for the number 1 seed for some other team to sneak in. The one good thing, though, is that we get to play the Orbits and the Steamers next. Not really two teams that we've had a whole lot of struggles against as of late, and on top of it, we get Romeo Doubs back from injury, so this is going to be the strongest the team has been, especially on offense, in a while. Obviously, the Orbits at 3-7. It's going to be at Galaxy Stadium. Not a primetime game because there's really nothing prime about that Orbits team, unfortunately, for them at least. Looking at the players of the week, Richardson and Fields, Chubb and Robertson. Of course, we give up a Player of the Week award. Who would have thought? Time to take a look at the team real quick because it's in between episodes. This is what the squad looks like. Surprised Jadarius is... morale is still so high considering it was a pretty bad week for him. 3 interceptions, and we definitely should have won that game. There's really no arguments about it. Obviously, Romeo Doubs is back. Really good wide receiver. But the problem is he's still only normal dev because he's just missing significant time. I mean, 139 yards. It's almost impossible for him to get to 1,000 plus. Real best chance he has is just getting a dev up or two in season while the season is still technically going on. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, obviously it's been pretty damn good, actually. Not so great last week, but overall, it's been a pretty good unit. And I don't know what's going on here, but boom, solved. Before we can do the weekly strategy or any rivalry rematch scenarios, we need to take a quick look at the updated roster of this Orbits team. Kyler Murray still the quarterback. Pollard's still the starting running back. Garrett Wilson and Jerry Jeudy still the top 2 wide receivers, with Friedman, who's actually pretty good at number 3. Kittle's a great number 1 tight end. Left tackle's solid. Left guard's all right. Center's all right. Right guard's solid. Right tackle's okay. Left end, he's got some power moves. Right end, he's got some block shit. Jordan Davis, he's got some block shit, especially with inside stuff. Mafe is actually not bad again to the quarterback. Quay Walker is unbelievably good. I believe he's also a superstar. I don't know what it is. He's everywhere on the field at all times. Gross Matos, starter. A little surprised by that. I guess I don't really have, Waters. I don't know why Waters isn't the starter anymore. I'm pretty sure he was last time. Sauce Gardner's obviously pretty good. Cam Smith's obviously pretty good. And then Armstrong with that size is pretty good. Petrie's amazing. Hufanga's amazing. And their kicking is a little iffy with kick power. So we are going to try and stop the pass game. Short to medium, they usually do well with that. And then they're not very good at all on the defensive side of the ball, it seems. I am going to go with throw it medium. So I'm pretty sure last time we played them, it was the pass game that was actually doing really well. And for how long, I don't know, but Romeo Doubs is back on the focus training, trying to get him a dev up if possible. We'll probably have some upgrade points to go with it, but here is the scenario, rivalry rematch. Let's go, fellas. They're going to be looking for revenge, so let's stay focused, play the way we're capable of, and once again, take care of business. Is that the lineman speaking? Is the coach speaking? Oh, it is a lineman. Garrett Bowles, no need to try and do too much out there, guys. You know what it takes to beat them. We did it once. It's time to do it again. Let's get that sweep, boys. It would be a sweep because they're not making the playoffs, let's be real. We have an upgrade point for Riley Moss. Also had one for Belzer, but we ended up going with agile style for blocking. 2 to zone coverage puts him at the 81 spot. Almost good enough to just go right back to slot upgrades, but here we are. The Orbits try to get back on that win column and try to solidify ourselves as the number 1 seed team if possible. Here we go. On the road. Is that where their monitor is, by the way? Was that on the ceiling or was that against the wall? I don't even know. But Morant needs 10 more yards and 1 touchdown to get over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns outside of an injury. That's basically a gimme. I don't imagine Romeo Doubs has any way to get to 1,000 yards, though, or double-digit touchdowns. Maybe the touchdowns if you're really lucky, but yards, I just don't see it. It's going to be tough. I mean, if he can even get like 70, 80 yards a game for the rest of the season, that would be great. So exceeding that would be definitely tough and a bit surprising, I gotta say, but the receiver room definitely is as strong as it has been in a while because you could argue that Palmer is better than Wise was. So now with Romeo Doubs back in the number 2 spot, this is the best top 3 we've had. And no one is shocked in the slightest that we're going to be kicking this ball off. First, the Orbits will be out on the field right away and see what they are capable of. Obviously, very deep kick, so that will be a kneel down. Kyler Murray, let's see how he's playing. He's got all the weapons in the world, and the offensive line is not that bad. So they really have no excuses to be bad. And I got to say, yards are down a little bit, touchdowns are down a little bit, but that's a great touchdown to pick ratio. Empty backfield to start out. They're getting a little funky with it. They're usually a more conservative team than this, although they do block the running back anyways, and that is going to be a pretty big find to Jerry Jeudy on the outside. 19 yards gain. Really good hit, though. Regardless, 20 on the first play. Defense has been pretty damn good all year long, but I got to say, at least as of last week and so far early in this one, not the best and almost picked off, but Walt James just never looked. As, you kind of thought, if Pollard's getting the ball there, it's going to be kind of like a shoulder fade maybe. Some sort of fade to that right side on him, but no, you just threw it right at him. I was lucky to not be picked, and they're going to go right back to the running back. Huge hit. Doesn't bring him down, but knocks him out of bounds, so it'll be 7 yards gain, but 3rd and 3. Obviously, we're going to go with a blitz. Press man blitz. Obviously, if this is a play action, the running back is going to go out to. We're not going to get there. He's going to dump it off, and with help from Gleason, is going to get the first down. There was a chance at a big blunder in there, and instead, they somehow convert. The fact that we dove for the ball, I don't know how he does this. This is crazy, but the fact that we dove for the ball and miss, and then Gleason doing a little too much helps him forward is so painful. Gotta say, maybe the greatest no-look pass of all time. It's definitely quite wild. Trying to get that push inside, and Wilson, I gotta say, wow, that offensive lineman just pushed the entire team, but that's cool. He has been all over the place. Hasn't been able to make like a game-changing play yet, but it is kind of, the first drive of the game. Well, James is not going to get out there. We're going to get the tackle. Wow, punched in the spine with like the power of God. I don't know how we got that much power, but knocked him down, but it's still going to be a first down. Come with the mid, almost just begging them to throw the ball, which we don't want, but it's the only way to really get in there in time, probably. Yeah, we're not going to get there with Wilson, and he's going to get denied of 2 yards. Closed in the gap and suffocated that O-line. We're all over the place to see if Jackson can get an early rush win. And he does, kinda. We're not going to get there. It's going to be a gain of 8, 3rd and 4. Kind of coming with the blitz on the wrong side here, but we'll see what happens. And we're not out there. Could be picked! And Cordell Jackson could have been an insane winner of that ball. I don't know why they showed Riley. I'm pretty sure it was Cordell Jackson. They're saying Riley, but that was Jackson. No? Am I crazy? You crazy? There's no way it's not it's Jackson. Oh, was it? Oh, it's because Riley forced a bad throw. Fair enough. I still think Jackson's in great enough coverage to carry him upfield, to be honest. Maybe not. I don't know. But how? You gotta catch that. They, of course, will take the field goal and hit the thing. 3-0 will be the start. Abanikanda returns to his starting role as the kick return specialist. Gets us to the 21. That's already better than Calvin Austin of last week. Jadarius Lewis, obviously those picks have been climbing a little bit, unfortunately. Touchdowns continue to climb as well, which is a good thing. But the pick ratio, touchdown to pick ratio, is slowly losing its eliteness, if you will. Still a great season, though. It'd be pretty cool to find a way to not throw another pick all season long. But I know that's going to backfire in my face, and we won't even get through this drive without that being the case. As really good blocking has Rodriguez running down the sideline all the way to the 31-yard line. Nice set of blocks down the field. Jordan Davis, a couple of other guys like Hufanga, I think, just barely missing the tackle. And Rodriguez, just shifty and speedy, does enough. That is a big fella diving at him, by the way. I don't know how the earth didn't crumble as soon as he landed. That's a big man. Try to make that juke move. That would have been crazy. Nice stiff arm anyways. Big play. We're going to try to go against the grain here, as it looks pretty promising for Kuntz if he gets that leverage, or holds that leverage, if you will. And that's going to be a really good throw to Morant, who just straight up drops it. How do you blame Jadarius for that? You can't. Does he have the drops open pass rate? Like, that's the only thing that can really excuse some of the drops we've been seeing lately. And Romeo Dobbs to that outside will hold on for 12, maybe 13 yards. Welcome back, buddy. That's how you catch a football. That was not an easy one either. We're going to switch sides. I think Morant, with that drop, really does not deserve a touchdown. And no one does. That is crazy. I get it. It is a lot to ask for, but I mean, he was sitting still the whole time. I'm not sure how we're missing that bad. I know it's a twisty, stupid, falling backwards throw, but that ball needs to be even. Like, how is that so far away? Well, I mean, yeah, it's not going to happen like we wanted to. Oh, there goes Ronnie, forcing the issue. Jackson's not going to prevent, and he's going to bring him down hard, but he will gain 9. Man coverage with a QB contain. a lot to ask for. And inside, almost picked by Cam Jones, going against a wide receiver. Beautiful play. Kind of tricked us a little bit with their lineups. And can't get in there with Wilson, and he's going to find a lot of room. That's a fullback, ladies and gentlemen. How are we letting a fullback get 18? It is Reggie Gilliam, who's very fast in fairness. But still, this D-line, it is so inconsistent. Audible at the line. And we got the tight end covered. Taylor. It's going to pick that ball off, beating the hell out of Kyler Murray there. And trying to set that up. Nice little return. Riley Moss to the 38-yard line. Beautiful recovery speed. And they'll throw a pick right after we do. Riley Moss. I mean, there was something to be had if it was like the perfect throw all the way to the end zone. But like us, kind of throws a duck while being hit. All right, let's go with the counter play. Double teaming Jordan Davis, obviously. And trying to cut that inside. And we gain a few yards, maybe 2. But our offensive line really didn't get a push. The best our offensive line really did there was just not get pushed back, I guess. And we're in trouble. We're forcing that. And that's almost picked off by Hufanga again. It should have been. Ball kind of got away from us, and the pressure brought me a little bit of pressure. Speaking of, the word of the name is what happened. Words are hard. I don't know what I just said, to be honest. I mean, that's perfect coverage. Their defense is really not looking bad. It is locking down right now. I think it's Turk time. Yeah, I think it's Turk time. Takes a long time. That's a late hit on the kicker. And I try to hit him late, not hit him late, but you know what I mean, try to force a fumble. Is that going to result in the ball being ours? Because that wasn't like that was like a full-blown late hit. That is going to give us the ball back. They were late. It's kind of crazy. Let's see if they cover Moran inside. They don't. Quick throw. Perfect play. Haven't really read the defense that quickly in a long time. Kind of proud of myself. You know, the way they were lined up kind of looked like it was going to be a blitz. It was, and, instead of waiting, just rip it. Speaking of, Kuntz will gain about 9, almost the first down. Gets the first down with the second effort. Second quarter, really not a great showing for the offense outside of that one run from Rodriguez. It's going to head us to the second quarter looking, well, really for answers. Inside stuff working every single play is definitely just diabolical. Like, how do you defend against that? And we're not going to barely get that ball off to Bellinger. Can't even get it to him. I mean, the run lanes just don't exist. So I don't know what you want, Safety plays that in. Please catch it. Oh, my God, this offense. If we at least kick the field goal and get it, I'll be happy. This offense looks really bad right now. We know this play, but if it's a run, then we don't know this play. It will be a run. Oh, we missed hard. Good tackle, but still gains 5, man. Their push looks better. Their breaking of on routes looks better. Everything looks better for them. Can't get over there. We do get him with Cam Jones. Riley's just napping. Got a lot of players in here on the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they want to run here. And we try to blow it up, and we do. Nice. Ronnie Shelton injured, though. But it will lead to a punt, at least. Please tell me it's not big. I mean, he looks fine. Anaconda on the return, try to turn something out of nothing. And really was nothing. We just can't even get the first block with 2 guys there to block for him. I'm not going to double team here, and I mean, we just can't run the ball. I don't even know how we got that one run we did. One guy is limiting the entire game for us right now, and it's insane. I mean, that is unbelievable value, and the running back doesn't get out there, and this offense looks terrible. 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13, 2nd and 3. I wish it was 2nd and 13. All the opportunities in the world. We're going to get out there and help. Oh, we overrun it, but we do finish the play. He'll be slightly short. That was a good recovery after kind of selling it. Didn't really want to give us an opportunity to gang tackle, so kind of was just sitting around waiting. And that is a clear seal off. And Pollard's breaking a tackle each time. The things Rodriguez would do for blocks like these is probably pretty filthy. Get that rush. It's a decent bull rush. Wow, he is pretty damn open. We do recover and knock him out of the 21, but that's a great route. Bring him run inside, make it look like it's mid-blitz, but obviously it's not. That out is so open. Wide open over the middle, though, is Jerry Jeudy, the 4. Even shaded inside, it wasn't enough. Was not enough from the 4-yard line. Can we hold off this potential touchdown? Cam Jones is in there, and nobody else gets a push. Willie Gay gets him, but all the way down to the 1. I mean, our guys are getting pushed around easily. Bringing everyone in, but, I mean, there's still plenty of room to run here. And I thought he was going to throw that sooner, and he's going to be denied. Back to the 1, maybe the 2. You almost have no choice but to blitz, right? Like, it's just, you kind of have to. Press with the inside shade. And we're not going to get there, but it's knocked out by Johnson. From the 2, you got to assume failing that many attempts. No. I was about to say, failing that many attempts, you'd end up just kicking the field goal. But not going to be the case. We obviously have Friedman there. Can't get over there in time, and sadly, Kittle wins his route too well, and it was a worthy go for us. They waste as much time as physically possible, kind of, and get the touchdown anyways. Defense is playing pretty well. It's just we're not able to. Can we catch this one? And he drops it again. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, the defense in general is not playing badly. We're just not doing well on offense. I'm surprised it's not a higher score than this by now. And I just threw it right at him. But he gets lost. I think he's seen Romeo Doubs behind him and thought that's where we were stepping into. Not that that was a hard catch, but going up to get it is still something. Whereas he just drops curl routes somehow. And there's really not an opening, but that's a hell of a throw and an amazing catch. Bouncing off the ground hard on the ball itself. That's a beautiful throw and catch. You can't really ask for much more from either of them. And in behind, he's going to overthrow a pick. That is crazy. That is a really bad throw by Jadarius Lewis. Pick number 2 on the day. I mean, he's open in behind the defense. So is Lamb, in fairness. Maybe it could have been easier of a throw. But, like, he's open behind the defense. He just loses the ball. I mean, that's like 5 yards overthrown. Would have been a scoring drive. Instead, we're now up to pick number 11. And 0 touchdowns in the first half. We're getting burned. And Wilson bites on nothing for some reason. Kittle breaks the tackle. And the Orbits are going to score a 77-yarder to a tight end. Oh my, this team is not looking good. Week to week, nothing has changed. And maybe that's the problem. Because last week we were pretty bad anyways. But this week is like astronomically bad. Quick throw inside. I mean, maybe we can find a field goal out of this situation if they're going to play like really safe. It's a deep route for Palmer, but he's going against a really good player. In behind him. What a throw, and Morant will set up a field goal potentially at the 30-yard line here. They're saying to kick it right away, which is probably smart, but down by 14, I think you got to give the end zone a look. Got to keep your eyes on the prize, though. Underneath, Kuntz will catch it and get out of bounds to the 17. A little scary, though, because there was a guy in our face. If we didn't get that ball off, it's a sack, and the half is over. They still want us to kick that field goal. Back in the end zone. It's a tough one. Not for Morant, though. That's why you take the risk. 1 off the line with that insane release. The speed was too much as well. And we'll get a touchdown. Beautiful throw. Great catch. Solid enough route. And we got gutsy enough at the right moment. I mean, we took a page out of their book almost where, you know, they could have maybe kicked that field goal. Instead, they took that shot to their best playmaker, Kittle, on the outside. And then he ended up scoring a big touchdown afterwards as well, the next drive. And we'll keep this one somewhat close, assuming they're not going to score in 7 seconds. Definitely not the best first half we've ever had, but we finish it out with a really strong drive. Some pretty tough throws, some really good smart decisions. And like I said, 17-10 at halftime. The Orbits are somehow in the lead. I don't know what it is with these really low overall teams, win-loss-wise, but they are giving us the work. Here we go with Anaconda on the return to start the second half. Oh, I didn't see that guy. I thought we had room just to try and outrun everyone to the outside, but that was not the case. 24 now, Texas now, Call of Duty now, FC now, Call of Duty now, Texas now, 24 now. Let's try to get back to that ground attack. I mean, I want to, and then you see this front, and it's like there's like 1,000 players here. Play action is definitely much more viable. Let's go quick throw to Bellinger, who will find a way for the first down. That could have been, you know, if we waited Morant, but I get my first down. I'll take it. If you're going to give me the automatic first down, why would I overcomplicate things? We've got a jet sweep. Romeo Doubs, who's already been injured once. He's actually going to get some okay blocks. Showing off that speed for a gain of 6. Really want to get another passing touchdown because there's nothing worse, in my opinion, than seeing more interceptions than touchdowns. Even if it's not your fault, Or if it is your fault, whatever it be. Oh, that is a wide open Morant. The throw's on the money. And Morant broke the tackle despite juking into him. What I was trying to do is juke in and then out, but I realized his ankles were broken from the first juke, so it's like, why go back out? Just run. Just outrun the guy. And that's exactly what happens. Kind of like this. Good quick throw to Romeo, maybe. And that's exactly what we're going to get. There's nobody on him. He gains like 15 without anyone being close. It's just weird to me, like, they somehow look worse on defense, but we're not really changing anything. That could be a touchdown if the ball is welly thrown. I don't know what welly thrown means, but it was welly thrown anyways. Kuntz is going to score, and that'll be a tied game. Single across. Kuntz won his route so well that I just knew if we hit that in stride, that was going to be a touchdown. Spider-Man meme, and it's kind of weird because that one of them is an offensive lineman. I don't think anyone's confusing those two other receiver-type players with him, but good play for Kuntz, burying a player and scoring the game-tying touchdown from the 25-yard line. Trying to get that push outside. Really good job. We got to bring him down because these broken tackle touchdowns are kind of killing me inside. To the 43-yard line, Garrett Wilson. He does go. From the 43-yard line, a little shift inside. And could be picked. It's not going to be. The catching from this team so far has been really insane. I mean, this is a team that has dropped multiple wide-open passes in the first game. And yet they're catching, like, insane traffic plays now. And can't get there in time. Kittle just, I mean, look at the athleticism. He's still going to the 35-yard line. Try to time it. And that should be a free rush. It is. Gleason forced the fumble. Can he recover it? He can! The ball gets trapped under Gleason. The lineman can't catch it. And Gleason, with the help of Johnson taking over for that block, is going to set up a massive play for us as he rolls over on the ball and picks the thing up for the recovery after forcing the fumble sack. Of course, not a great game for Jadarius, but last drive was impeccable. 5 for 5, 81 yards, and a touchdown. I really would love this ball to be more to the right side, but whatever it be. There's no one on Bellinger. Perfect throw upfield. Can't cut upfield, speaking of, but to the 29-yard line anyways. Kuntz is in the zone. Home team is more vulnerable to fake snaps. Okay. Oh, wide open. Please. He gets the throw up there. All he has to do is catch it. That's okay. Down to the 3. With the pressure in his face. Not a bad throw by Jadarius. Morant with the patience to catch it. He's probably thinking, I need to run upfield for the touchdown, but smartly just secures the thing. Broken coverage. Jordan Davis gets a piece, but it's a great throw up the field. And all you got to do is just get it there, and that's what he does. Beautiful play. I mean, they wanted to run, but Morant looks open, no? Back of the end zone. Morant is not going to catch it. I think that needs to be reviewed. I think that needs to be challenged. I didn't see how he finished the process of the catch, but that left foot looked like it was in, no? Let's take a look. He didn't get the foot down, did he? The foot placement was terrible, I think. I really can't see it. None of those angles meant anything to me. Did they count it? Oh, they counted it! I was about to say, that angle, I mean, I thought it was good. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's a touchdown. Good challenge. The problem is, do you count... I mean, he's still not down technically. That looks like possession to me. I mean, he doesn't move at all. That is a touchdown. Worthy challenge. The big problem with stuff like that is the fact that I don't think it counted as a touchdown on his stat list, which is super cool. Fun. And we can't get out the edge. That is crazy. Pollard to the 43. I mean, it's weird because it seems like at every turn he's making way more yards out of nothing, but still only has 53 yards, which is like really low numbers. I mean, we had one run for 50 yards with Rodriguez this game pretty much, so yeah, we're not going to get over there. Good teamwork, but that's still going to be 7. They're gaining like nothing less than 5 per play. The fact that we're in the lead is just a pure miracle, to be honest. Oh, we're offside. No, we're not. Can't get off the line, and neither can the rest of the team. And what a juke move inside. Still going. Down to the 23-yard line. Now it's looking a little bit more respectable. 80 yards. How is Pollard doing this? He's breaking every single tackle. I guess they do have a +5 to break tackle because of the rematch thing. There we go. Cam Jones did not let him gain a single more yard. A single more yard, baby. That is what I'm talking about. Inside's pretty open. Oh, the zig over the middle, though, and I can't switch off in time. That'll be a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy to tie this one up. Like, I just feel like at some point we are due for a kick return touchdown. Is it this play? Okay, let's start with just being due a block. How are we letting these guys in here so easily? I don't know. RPO, they are really far up the line here. Or up to the line, I should say. That's a really good throw. Not worth it in any, world, but right over the top, underneath at the same time. It's not an easy throw at all. And you could say I'm crazy for running this still, but I'm going to run it. No double team on Jordan Davis. It's not an inside run, so we should be okay. And we are, and we get some really good blocks. Picking up the last block there. Oh, what a blast! Carr kills him. Nice patience. Unfortunately, it took us a little bit too long to get there, but hey, that's a nice run for a first down. I would love to see that back as Carr destroyed that man. Let's see him. Look at he goes. Boom! Unbelievably destroys him. I don't know how the hell we got caught there, but either way. Numbers got to be pretty close considering the score numbers are very close. And yeah, about 20, 30 yards in difference. Going with the old classic inside zone. Double team Jordan Davis, and we should be fine. Nice juke move and fights. Moran tries to push him forward. He gains 5. That's a good gainer. Sets us up on 3rd and 2. It's a play where as long as you aren't losing yards, you could probably go for it. Got a lot of players at the line, so probably going to look to throw. Bellinger. And it sucks because, it's a great play anyways. But if Rodriguez... Oh, no, not Garrett Bowles. He was the one hyping us up pre-game. But yeah, if Rodriguez had trustworthy hands, that might have been a touchdown. He looked open. Hufanga got beat hard. That's got to be a touchdown. That is 100% a touchdown, but you just can't trust those hands. First down, second down. We have some sort of lead. I'm taking that risk because I'm a risk taker, but not on 3rd and 2. Give me that first down, and it was a really big gainer at least. And he's moving. Holds on there. He's like, see, coach, I could have caught it. It's like, yeah, well, I don't know. The moment would have been a bit bigger than a 1st and 10, 6-yard, 7-yard pass play. All right, play action. We love this play action. Let's see how they want to cover it. Yeah, we should have taken that sooner. Oh, nice blocking, though. Bellinger! You've seen we were trying to hurdle. We were trying to hurl. That would have been insane. To the 3. Bellinger with some really big plays on this drive. And in general in the game, 72 yards. Bruce Sternum for Garrett Bowles. We can live with that. That is A-okay. Their big game plan at the 3-yard line was to QB sneak. This is kind of crazy. There's no one really on Palmer, though, but let's see. Predetermined. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. That is just... I don't know what they're doing there. That is just a blown coverage. There's nobody able to make that play unless Sauce breaks through 2 blockers, which is just not going to happen. Trey Palmer not really having much going on for him this game, but did get a touchdown. Can't really ask for much more than that if you're an offensive player in the league. First and 10 from the 25. I'm not saying it's a guarantee if we get a stop here that we win the game, but... Oh, there it is. How did Cam Jones just drop the freest pick of his career? I was going to say it's not a guarantee if we get a stop, but we've looked pretty good on offense where I'd feel very comfortable with a stop, and there we go. That's a pick 6. I don't care how fast Murray is. He's not catching him. Oh, my God. He caught him to the 1. Antonio Johnson. Wow, I can't believe how fast Kyler Murray is. I knew he was fast, but I thought we had the angle. That was a great bait. That was just... Kittle won the route, I think it was. Doesn't matter when you got a 6'3 guy baiting that hard. Great hands. Back-to-back pick plays pretty much. Good route. Better jump. Kind of setting up a 1-yard risky throw. That's a risky one. Oh, what a throw and catch. Beautiful. Very Mahomes-like. Trey Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the day. Oh, that was clean. It was scary. I really thought we were making another one of those stupid blunder plays. And Jordan Davis has been unbelievable this game. It's kind of crazy. But what a play. I mean, that's just filthy. That is filthy. The Orbits move down kind of with ease. Shelton's back into the game. 4 minutes in the fourth. It's still anyone's game. Try to swat it. Timing wasn't great. Thankfully, the ball is pretty bad because Wilson might have had just enough room to get that touchdown. I'm not going to worry too much about the clock, as that's just pretty irrelevant when there's still plenty of time and it's only a 2. That might have been a pick. It's only a 2-possession game. That may have been a pick. Not by us, but the guy actually covering that slant. I think he actually was in position to make that play. We're going to cover Kittle, unless it's a run. We try to cut back, and unfortunately, great angles for the Pollard to find, and it'll be back to 1 possession. All right, we got a lot of players over here. I mean, is there anything like better than this? Play action across the grain. Oh, our favorite play action, though. This play action is very common, and it is so good. I mean, they just don't cover. Try to cut inside, and Morant will take it to the 48. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. I think it was 5 touchdowns, no? Once again, we don't even need to move the ball, but at the same time, I'm going to move the ball through the air if they're going to like make it really tough to pass. I mean, that's wide open. Not tough to pass, but you know what I mean. Tough to run, as Palmer is going to spin forward. And honestly, to the disadvantage of the Orbits, they're going to call that short of the first down. I mean, I'd be honestly challenging that if I was them. It's a weird situation, but, like, would you not? Like, that's a first down, and instead of it being called a first down, it's going to be a run that leads to a 2-minute warning. That is now a first down. At that point, you want the fresh set of downs for us to have a chance. I mean, have you seen this many pass attempts from a team leading? That's all I'm going to say. Please. Palmer again! Beautiful play. I mean, once again, we're moving the ball like we're the ones losing. It is kind of crazy. And we will hand this off no matter what. And, oh, wow. That guy made an unbelievable play, though. You got to call it how it is. And honestly, I think now you just play for the field goal. And Jordan Davis tries his best. We gain 3. And they still want us to try and, like, I get it. We've had an unbelievable run here. Morant looks even wide open. But we're up 7 in field goal range. Why would I risk that? There's just no point. Get the clock moving. Get the field goal. Win the game. Before some of the risk plays and when they were stacking the way they were, I think were well-managed assessments. But now it's like you just play smart now. I mean, there's no point not to. Up and good. No block means it's going to be very hard for them to come back. We'll see if they can do it, though. They moved down the field slightly, but with 14 seconds left, it's not looking great. I might come in with the blitz anyways. How is nobody getting there? And he throws it away. That's a lot of pressure. We're coming with the blitz again. I mean, this is risky, but it's just like, why not try and see if we can get in there? And Riley will force another throwaway. And for the ultimate mind effing, we'll come with just a base 4. Try to press early. No, that's an interesting play, in fairness. Gets out of bounds. I mean, if they needed a field goal that's high, that's a hell of a play, but unfortunately they need more than that. Also, debatably went out of bounds backwards. I don't think he went backwards in terms of yards gained, but physically out of bounds backwards. Let's see if the ball kind of comes back towards us. And right down to the ground. We're going to win a tough one, 41-31. The Orbits gave us a real battle there. And for a moment, early on, looked like they were going to easily stop us. But a little bit of risk right before the half gave us some momentum into the half. And the offense really just heated up further and further from there. Jadarius Lewis, talk about, overcoming adversity. Not a really good start at all, and turned out to have a very good, monstrous game. And once again, I think he's supposed to have 5 touchdowns, but things happen. Morant was great. Palmer was great, even though he didn't have that many yards. Had some clutch catches, and obviously 2 touchdowns. It's amazing. Dobbs, 35 yards in his return. Definitely less than I was hoping for, but kind of what I was expecting. Bunch of picks for both sides, and a win for the Bisons. Trey Palmer, speaking of that man, deep threat. I mean, 2 touchdowns is not easy to get. So could it be enough for a breakout? I would hope so, but we'll see. Not a bad little upgrade there. Our little speed demon, our little rocket ship. I think our challenge was just to win against the Orbits, and if that is the case, well, we have succeeded. Have the Steamers next, but let's see if we get any boost into that. Garrett Bowles, thankfully, we avoided all major injuries. and obviously came out with a dub on top of it. 15 morale for the team and 10 staff points. I mean, I could have seen better and would have liked better, but we move, we take it. To the Week 13 game against the Steamers. Upcoming. Tandem breakout. Okay. Could be a Romeo Dobbs. It's an offense one. Could be or Palmer. One of the two. Okay, fair enough. The Steamers at 6-5 as well, trying to fight for their playoff hopes. Let's take a look at the Players of the Week. Any awards? Purdy wins it for the NFC. I honestly don't see it. 4 touchdowns, yeah, but the yards were half that of Jadarius. Bryce Young was great. I could see that for sure. Hunter was pretty good. Ward was really mid. 1 interception with 8 tackles, good enough to win on that side. That's kind of crazy. We'd win Player of the Week every week. Rushing leaders. Are we not on the list? Are we really not on the list? I guess not. I mean, Rodriguez has slowed down a little bit, but I'm still a little surprised by that. And interceptions, we got some goons. But let's take a quick look at this Steamers roster, see if there's any injuries, see if any changes have made to their squad. And Worf's still out, obviously, with a broken femur. That doesn't really tend to heal overnight. Take a quick look at that Steamers roster, even though we kind of know. And then the more important, more fun aspect, that tandem offense scenario. I'm curious to see what we got. Kyle Jones, he was actually not bad, but it just seems like no matter how good things are going, he just makes a boneheaded play and then just changes the course of the entire game. Javonte Williams is great. A.J. Brown's great. The rest, not a whole lot going on there. There's potential, but they haven't really played well against us. Dolchich is good. Left tackle's all right, but yeah, a little bit of offensive lineman issues with Wirfs. Quentin Nelson's amazing. Center's all right. Right guard, Zach Martin is playing. I believe he was injured last time we played them. Pickett is in. Left end's iffy. Right end's pretty good. DT's not bad at all, especially block shedding. Phillips is great. Inside linebacker Gibbons is not the fastest, but Diablo is. Thibodeau's really good. The corners are amazing. They're really hard to throw against. Free safety's great. Strong safety's pretty damn good. And Matt Gay's got good kick power. Take a look at that tandem breakout. Should be Palmer, I imagine. I would imagine. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's Romeo Dobbs. Man, Joe Moran took over our last game and it couldn't be stopped. Are you ready to see me go off like that today? I hope so. You have the potential and talent to take over a game like that. It's just a matter of being on top of your game for all 4 quarters. Not wrong. Not wrong at all. What are the challenges, though? Guess it's time to put the work in and all that and get some boost in confidence. 2,500 XP for Joe Moran. 150 receiving yards against the Steamers for Dobbs. Extra touchdowns will give him bonus rewards if the goal is completed. Almost never see that completed. It's really tough, but we're going to try. We're definitely going to give it our best. The Steamers, see what they do well. They are a very good run game team. We know that. And then their pass game's a little iffy. And they are not good against the pass, which is perfect timing, apparently. But good against the run, which I still don't believe. We got a couple of big upgrades. Rob Havenstein's actually not a bad one either, because it's kind of his last upgrade, probably his last season, especially on our team. Hyatt's not bad. Gleason's a great upgrade, and then Morant looks like he's going to get himself a new upgrade. Is it 95? Actually, it's actually 95. Never mind. Still want to get him to a 90 though. Let's get that slot upgrade. Medium, short route, that kind of stuff. We get 1 to medium, 1 to short route, 1 to catching, 1 to catching traffic, 1 to acceleration. He is so good. They move on to Gleason. Gonna keep going with Speed Rusher. He's been great. Been a little bit of a slowdown. Oh, come on, dude. Can't even get him to 90. That's painful. Been a little bit of a slowdown this season, but he's still getting to the quarterback very quickly. It's just other teams are getting rid of the ball sooner. And, it kind of reflects in the fact that they've thrown a lot of picks against us this year. We are the number 1 team for 2 different guys for the best pick players on defense. Rob Havenstein with a speed upgrade, 1 to pass block finesse, or run block finesse, and 2 to pass block finesse, which basically puts him at 80 across the board with his morale. Not even 60 speed though. I appreciate the sentiment, but no, it's not going to do anything for him. Here we go, back at home against the Steamers, who need this game debatably more than we do. I still feel like we're really strong for I love how he only needed 1 touchdown and 10 yards to get to the kind of milestones for a receiver. Definitely exceeded that in the yards category, but I would say we're still really strong in that first round bye kind of race. But after almost losing to the Orbits and actually losing to the Oilers, definitely a little bit of a scare. So you wouldn't want to see us lose again and then kind of feel a slide coming on, but ultimately we've held our own as well as possible. A couple of injuries definitely not helping our case, even during the game last game. Ronnie Shelton and Garrett Bowles. But overall, we had a really strong second half and hold on for the victory. Would like to run the ball a little bit more this game, but I also really want to get Romeo Doubs any chance he has at a dev up. And I believe if we complete this one, we actually get a chance at that next week, if I'm not mistaken. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I think so. But once again, to no one's surprise, we're going to be kicking that ball off first, and look at that coldness. It is very cold. I thought it said 20. I was like, it's already 20-0. We're losing that bad. Maybe that's foreshadowing. It's like Final Destination, which I actually haven't seen in so long. I kind of want to see those now. Cal Jones, the quarterback for the Steamers. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not elite, but it's not bad. From the 25-yard line, we're going to try to cut that outside. Can't, and Javonte is going to get some pretty good blocks to gain 6 on the first carry of the game. 64 yards last week, 0 touchdowns. If we can keep him that this game, I feel pretty strong about our chances of winning. Just feels like Javonte is going for an NFL record every time he plays us, so 64 would definitely be quite a bit on the opposite side of that spectrum. As we get in there, and we're not going to get him down. We do get him short of the first down, but man, if we would have blown that up with Walt James and got him, that would have been a massive opportunity here on third. But instead, it's 3rd and 1. We're blitzing against a potential, huge play-action play. Oh, that's going to be a huge play for Gleason, who avoids the face mask and knocks him back 5 yards, forcing the punt. That is perfect. All right, we have Abanaconda on the punt return, but we actually did give Calvin Austin the kick return job again. I don't really think there's much to it on either side, but at least Calvin Austin's a bit faster, so if he does get some blocks, and there's some blocks speaking of, but Abanaconda, once again, talking about that speed difference, Calvin Austin can at least, utilize those blocks a little bit more, so you would think, in theory, his yards per return would be a little bit higher with a bad special teams unit. But either way, Jadarius Lewis turned a bad situation into a good one. 33 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. A lot of yards, looking good. Would have loved to see him looking great, but we've definitely thrown a couple of interceptions lately, which is not particularly my favorite thing to do. And running back is open, and he catches it. Rodriguez, nice little move, gains about 9.5. Your mother can gain 9.5 if she's down. In my dreams. Play action. Rodriguez. Oh, there's a Romeo. We waited perfect timing, and he drops it. Don't get me wrong, slightly overthrown, but he drops it. That's about 30 yards out of that 150 he needs. That's a lot of yards to need. 150. And Kuntz has nobody on him. Nobody in sight. Trucking through to the 28-yard line. Big play. Yeah, that genuinely sucks. I don't know how Romeo Doubs is doing what he does, but he blew an opportunity. And we're going to have to throw this one back to the running back, who actually comes up and catches it. Toughest 1-yard play we've had all year. Scoot's in the zone. It kind of felt like he was in the zone. Play action right to left. Got more room on this side, and Romeo Doubs is obviously there too, which they're going to cover. That's a nice dump off, and now Bellinger drops it. That is how you know that bad things could be coming. If Bellinger's dropping the ball, I don't feel too good about the game. I'll just be real. Romeo Doubs, catch this. And he's going to be short, but that's good enough for me to go for it, I think. I need the smallest amount of motivation to go for it. It really doesn't take me much. Do I run this? Nah, we'll throw it. Please. That is a tough catch. Rodriguez can't do it. That is an amazing effort. That defender did a really good job, though, and denied us. Kind of panicked that throw. I saw he was open. It wasn't a great throw in general, but the defender was all about that, and what an effort by Rodriguez, but unfortunately just too much to do. Should have called a timeout, because the way they were lined up was very call a timeout, just come with something else. If it doesn't work out, take the penalty, kick a field goal. Instead, we, kind of got arrogant again and forced a play that just wasn't there. 2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line. Jones going to hand this thing off, and Javonte, double-team tackled, gains 4. All right, let's see if we can get the coverage, and we can't. Just burned him. Huge hit, but Dulcich just smoked Cam Jones, which is just surprising. Well, you can't expect everything to be perfect, but if Cam Jones getting beat like that, there's a lot of players in this league that would have done worse. Oh, my God, and that's a touchdown. We talked about it before. Javonte is breaking NFL records against us, and he's well on his way to do it again. Cam Jones got rocked. And obviously we got picked up pretty well as well. We were supposed to be the kind of deep safety. Couldn't get him, and it would have probably mattered anyways, as he would have probably broke that tackle as well. But Javonte Williams, big run against us. What's new? And there goes Johnson getting smoked as well. I mean, if there was ever a blessing in disguise, trying to go for a scenario, I suppose. Outside of that, though, I don't see a blessing anywhere. And Rodriguez to the outside will gain a bunch, about 14. All right, here we are. The 39-yard line, Romeo Doubs deep? Question mark. Nobody really open. And Rodriguez doing his best job after the catch and everything. Holding on to the ball, one of our best receiving threats today, which is a definite shocker. And speaking of, he's going to go right back out to it. And no, he's actually not going to. Kind of like the way they're lined up against Doubs here. And overthrown. That is crazy. Are we just doomed? Is that what it is? Like, we can't get a single yard from my boy who's got a scenario. One. Forcing that throw. And dropped. Almost picked by Elam. I don't know what it is about these 1 yard needed plays. But we can't get them. We simply can't. And there's no way that guy's... Jalen Phillips is insane. It was Phillips, wasn't it? Jalen Phillips just covered like he was prime freaking Ray Lewis. Prime Fred Warner out here. That's insane. Turnover on downs. I can't believe we couldn't get 1 yard in 2 plays. That is an astronomical fail that is going to lead to a loss in this game. That's all I can really say. And we're getting smoked again. Job by Kai. Kai Gary saving the day there. Got blasted. That would have been a lot of yards. I can't believe our 4th down failures, though. It's ridiculous. And just in general, any play to Romeo Doubs not working. And what a tackle. He just hugged him like he hadn't seen him in 10 years or something. Bringing a little bit of heat. Riley's got that speed, so as long as we cover. Leaving him open, but that's a sack. Kai Gary, that was his drive. Look at him go. Super sell by us, but really good job by the defense to make a play. Force the punt pretty quickly as well. And fair catch at the 7 is definitely questionable, but kind of panicked a little bit there. Thought we had time, and I was like, I don't know. And I didn't think we had time to get out of the way, so... There goes Mr. Kuntz. Blasted is Jadarius. Not a bad play to enter the second quarter with. Yardage-wise, they have no pass game. Yardage-wise, we have no rush game. But they're leading. The worst part of everything is the fact that Romeo Doubs should have had about 70 or 80 yards right now. Instead, he has 0 of those. And can't even get the ball off to Romeo. I was looking at Morant because he looked like a touchdown play. Knew I wasn't going to get that. Last second, tried to dump it off to Romeo Doubs and just couldn't. Pretty unfortunate. Could be a blitz if it is. Quick throw out. It will not be. That's a force. Holds on, but gets killed in the process. 2 for 12. Definitely not on par by any means. Got those short outs. See if we got anything. Palmer. Could be a first down. It's overthrown, but he catches it anyways. I really thought that was going to be uncatchable. That is a first down if I've ever seen one. Excuse me? And normally this would seem like a really stupid challenge. Just get the 1 yard, but we have struggled in those 1 yard situations. I don't genuinely know how that's not a first down. Am I missing something? I know the knees kind of went down early, but where was that not a first down? Yeah, I don't get what we're looking at. They had me worried, thinking like I'm about to lose a challenge. Maybe I shouldn't go for this. Let's go the comeback route. That's a really good throw. Great catch by Romeo. Not a great route, but a good enough one. See, when you get those big receivers out there, those comeback routes, man, maybe we should go back to them more often. Like in Morant, kind of. Let's go Kuntz with the big, strong hands. Holds on, first down easy. No more getting cute with it. Ooh, is the blocking going to be good on the run? Just throw the damn ball, would you? In behind? I knew that was going to happen. Thought I could throw it up the field. I can't believe how you could play that far off and then you just can't get the ball into the zone that's open. Playing that far off, it just seems like we should have had something work, and it just didn't. Kuntz is open. And I can't blame Jadarius. Don't get me wrong, it feels slightly overthrown. But it, like, grazed his hands. Oh, there's nobody on us, and we can't get that ball off. Oh, my God, I don't know why I said nobody on us. Nobody blocking. And it'll be a field goal at best. Decent drive derailed by just more failures on our own side. I mean, just like not catching the ball and overthrowing players and not blocking someone right at the snap without it even being a blitz. Like, generating instant pressure with 4 is like an automatic super win for a defense. And we're getting blasted. I mean, Cam Jones has been pancaked so much. He is literally, like, recognized as an official breakfast. It's kind of insane. And we're not really bringing that blitz like we said. I thought he actually threw it. I was like, Wilson will pick this. They're in 11. 24-yard line. Bring the blitz with Mr. Riley. I mean, we're just going to use a speed rush off the edge. We're late. Oh, please. And we're not going to get the swat. A.J. Brown's going to break off. What are we doing? A.J. Brown, 76 yards. I genuinely don't know how I mean, I seen it right away. I didn't go too aggressive or anything. Our guys just fell asleep. Like, what is Wilson doing? Riley Moss going for the strip. Wilson's, like, stepping over an invisible line. I mean, Mans has got PTSD from the war, and he's seen trip mines. And I don't know. Once again, in terms of trying to get this scenario for Romeo Doubs, blessing in disguise. But at the same time, we suck, so will that matter? I mean, I'm going to take it. It's Romeo Doubs in a scenario, and he drops it. The corner failed, and Romeo straight up dropped it. Say what you want. Oh, this could be a touchdown for Morant. Say what you want. I think he just dropped a touchdown. And, I mean, I can't believe Elam, though. Oh, look at Morant. Is that going to be DPI? It better not be LPI. I don't know what Elam's doing, but 2 plays now. Point of attack, he's failed. Morant just climbs the ladder and says, yoinkies. Actually just yoinked it right off of him. Deep play action. Romeo Doubs. And literally the exact same result. I don't know what's happening. We were in a little bit of a trouble. I mean, like, what am I supposed to do, though? Like, I want to run the ball, and I can't because this is the front I'm looking at. Either way, we're going to do it. And, I mean, 99 ball carrier vision still can't do it because there's no lanes. But literally the same play that happened to Romeo Doubs before. I don't know what's happening. It's a tough one. And, yeah, it's a bad throw. Bad decision. Bad throw. Forced it to him. Field goal. If we miss it, I cry. Don't get me wrong, I'm forcing it to Romeo a little bit, but, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, getting this scenario, if it ends up leading to a dev up, could mean so much more than 2 wins ever means. You know, like, let's say we lose 2 games in a row because we're forcing it for this scenario. If he goes in dev because of that, it's worth it. Every day of the week. Every single day of the week. If he stays healthy, he's easily wide receiver 2. Like, he's really good. Can't get the bull rush. And nice D again. I mean, is delayed of a throw, and that, if it's on time, probably leads to a first down. But at the same time, the DB did enough after the fact. Can't blame him for, you know, at least playing to the whistle. And we get him. Forced fumble. Recovered by Kai Gary. He's going to get up, but faces the wrong way. Either way to the 17-yard line. Johnson. Insta-sack. Throwing while he's being hit. Fumbles the thing. And that will be recovered by the Bison's defense. Ooh, this is kind of a sick play for Kuntz. Looks like somebody misdrew the line, though. Kind of like wavers off. I don't know where he's running this route. I mean, I guess we just run with Jadarius. I don't know where he's going. Bro drew a bad line rider, and, you know, we are where we are. I don't know what to tell you. Kuntz. I cannot believe the coverage there. He is gunning it. Full blast towards the running back. As soon as we step, he turns around and just reads Kuntz. That's crazy. But the field goal unit is able to kick another successful field goal, so here we are. Little motion. Get off me. Oh, no. Get over there, Johnson. And that's why we overran it, because we did not want a touchdown given up. Huge play to the 32. From the 32, speaking of, up late off the line. That's not going to lead to anything good. Try to strip it. Hey, we actually tackle A.J. Brown one-on-one from the 20-yard line. Oh, my God. They are just picking on Riley Moss, and it's working. It's going to be a Taylor switch-up, I think. Problem is, usually if Riley Moss... Actually, I think it might be Taylor the whole time. Was it? I don't know. But usually if Riley Moss can't do the job... Oh, it could be picked. Oh, what a try! Johnson would have had player of the week probably from that. That was a crazy one. But yeah, usually if Riley can't cover, Taylor can't cover. Taylor can't cover, Riley can't cover. So it really doesn't change much, but we still do it. We still do it. That's going to be picked. At least we knocked it out with Johnson again, but that should have been picked. Making some crazy plays. 3rd and goal from the 3. Can we force them to the field goal like they have done to us a million times now? And we're not going to get over there and somehow with all of that in him, on him, something. That's gross. Holds on, of course. I don't understand how this quarter is gone on for months, by the way. Romeo Dobbs wins his route. That's a really good throw. And Romeo Dobbs tries to break that out far left. We got some time. Let's hurry up to the line anyways. I mean, they're not covering him, I don't think, so I'm going to quick throw it. Perfect throw. Romeo, call timeout to the 28. I mean, not only is it getting us down the field, but obviously it's helping his numbers for the day. Is that not a wide open Palmer? They seen 2 throws in a row to Dobbs. They're like, he's forcing it to him. And instead, it's going to be a Jalen Hyatt touchdown. That's how you got on the board very quickly, maybe too quickly. They gain a billion on the very first play. Oh, Lord. Riley going against A.J. Brown. He's got the speed. Doesn't really have to change the direction. All right, Riley Moss gets torched. Somehow holds on with all that pressure. That's pretty unbelievable, I got to say. Oh, there goes Kai Gary. Oh, we did enough. That's a touchdown from the 28-yard line. Oh, Riley, no. And it's a perfect throw and catch. This first half, especially the second quarter late into it, has been unbelievable. All right, I mean, we're going to try to make another play happen. See something crazy happen, especially for Romeo if we can. That'd be great. He's open, speaking of. Romeo Dobbs. Try to get out of bounds. We do to the 50-yard line. Hey, if not going to get us another score, it is really, really good for our chances here at this scenario. Double move inside. We'll see how they play it. And they don't cover him. Dobbs, and he fumbles the ball. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, it's not like we're fighting or anything. He's just not going down. They're going to booth review this. I mean, personally, it felt like he was still in the air now. What's going to happen with this clock, though? I'm going to have the ways to call timeout. Oh, his cheeks were down at least. Ruling the field was, in fact, reversed. Let's see if that wheel route wants to actually win. I mean, we take that. Romeo. Oh, Romeo! Damn! This second quarter is the Romeo Dobbs show. And A.J. Brown, in fairness. Wow. That is an unbelievable throw and catch. The force is on, but you know what? He's earning those looks. I mean, look at him go. With that throw and catch, it puts him over 150 as well, which is unbelievable. 1 touchdown. I mean, it says bonus points or whatever for touchdowns. I'm not going to force it anymore to him because he's got his scenario, but if there is a chance at a touchdown, I mean, we'll try to get it to him if we can. 23-28. Definitely a better score than it was looking like it was going to be. Orbits versus the Elks. The Elks are doing really well. Still in the race, believe it or not, for a chance at the playoffs themselves. So don't count them out just yet. And obviously, since we are going against the Steamers, that's pretty much it for the division, obviously. The Lumberjacks, 9-3. Looking pretty strong. Baker Mayfield and Barkley doing pretty well for that team. Let's see what else they have cooking up. The Dragons versus the Caps. With the Caps winning by 1 only. Caps not really having that good of a season, believe it or not. Let's take a look at some of those highlight plays because there was a lot of them in the first half. This one was definitely one of the craziest highlight plays as A.J. Brown reverses field and just outruns the whole defense for a huge touchdown. And A.J. Brown's having himself a really big game. And that's the only highlight they're going to show, despite there being so many. You could fill up a whole hour on ESPN at this rate. The shootout has been insane. And Calvin Austin barely gets us to the 23-yard line. Not looking that fast, can't lie. Romeo Dobbs today, 154 yards and a touchdown. Didn't really run the ball in the first half too much. Let's run it here. And nowhere to go with it. We lose a yard. Inside handoff for Rodriguez. Trying to run the ball. Get a nice couple blocks there. Actually gains 10 on the run. And normally we're kind of forced to throw the ball on 3rd and short. But no, we're actually able to run this time. And, oh, we got a lot of room. Rodriguez breaks tackles. Jukes the ankles to the 50. Trying to sustain a drive here. Maybe an angled throw to Dobbs. Not really going to be open. Rodriguez, catch this. Didn't even try to, but yeah, that throw needs to be like, well, it's a flat throw, and you're throwing it to the moon. I didn't angle that. I just need that ball to him. I am all on third and down, you know, second down and short, or second down and long. I'm all about just setting up the third down. Oh, this could be big. Oh, there's nobody there. Finally, the screen works out to perfection. Huge play to the 30. Got that deep play action. Normally it's to Romeo, so they might actually miss Morant. And they do. That's a wide open touchdown. If he throws it to him, I got to say, not a good throw, but Morant has got to track that thing. You don't just be like, oh, well, I expect the ball here, and I'm super open, so if it's not here, I'm not going for it. Try to bounce it. We do. Gains about 6.5. Would love to gain that myself. And a quick out look. And we're actually going to run it. See what we got. And we're going to have the truck. Can't get it. Field goal is a good situation, but going forward and getting that touchdown is a great situation. It's not often we rely on Springs, the fullback, so let's see if he can spring us free for a first down. And he can. Look at him, the tank for 2. He's not a bad blocker by any means either, so I mean, he brings his value every once in a while. Stretch play to the right. It looked pretty strong. Oh, not looking. Oh, face mask. Not looking that quick on the juke move. We gained 6 though. Yeah, definitely a little juice as Griffin's going to come in and see if we can continue this forward. And not really going to get much. He gets dumped. Not really going to get much with no blocks. And this is a really nice drive that just needs to score. We need to score on this. Palmer. Speed. Good enough throw. Oh, Palmer all the way up the sideline to the 1. Almost looked like he lost the ball there. Trying to reach out for that touchdown. What a play. And if his foot never went out of balance, it would have been an insane effort rewarded. I mean, look at this reach. I mean, I almost argue... Oh, there's a knee down there. I mean, look at that. That is an effort. And, you know, being stuck at the 1 yard line, he is not wrong to be that dramatic about it. It could literally be a stop. And Rodriguez will get stopped. I mean, maybe it was an early juke, but I thought maybe with him, like, getting excited in the hole there. Yeah, I said it. Maybe that was the best course of action. And pretty good blocking that time. Touchdown, Bisons will take the lead. Kind of a quick throw underneath. Fade to Moran if you don't like it. And Romeo Dobbs, and the throw is overthrown. The amount of times Romeo Dobbs is seen diving for a ball because the ball is just slightly out of reach is crazy. -3 yards on the run. Definitely going to set them backwards a little bit, but still in the zone is A.J. Brown. Got to be careful. Trying to turn upfield. And really good tackle there by Kai Gary. No yards gain. Tough 3rd and 13. Playing deep out is Taylor. It's going to be a handoff. And we did a really good job of forcing that run. As that will be a 5-yard gain, but a punt nonetheless. 1 point lead is all that really matters. We're going to try to build on that. And we're just going to cut all the way upfield. Just get as much as we can. Yardage-wise, we are ahead of them now, just like we are with the score. Too many turnover on downs, though. 2nd and 9, the shadowiness is in effect. Late throw, but we don't get the first down as Morant tries too hard to go upfield instead of just getting the first. Don't get the first down because we don't even get the catch. Need to make up for here. I'm just going to go streak with Romeo, see if we got something. We don't, but Morant does. And it's a perfect throw and catch. That's how you make up for that mistake before. Great play. Not really a whole lot of yards this game. Well, I mean, he's got 71 yards now, but not a whole lot of catches this game, which is uncharacteristic for him. Palmer. Palmer! In for the touchdown. Broken defense. The play action. They keep looking at Morant. They keep looking at Romeo. They're like, these guys are cooking us. And then Trey Palmer comes in with the speed, extending this lead. A.J. Brown still in the zone. I mean, sooner or later, you got to assume he's out of the zone. And, oh, we blew that hard. Nice shot to the knee. Sent him flying, but to the 40 is also where it sends him. Obviously, they have plenty of time to run the ball still, so we're not going to just completely, you know, disregard the run. Got to pay attention. And, wow, we try to swat that in. Jones is on that, but Perriman just strong hands holds on. Johnson off the edge. He's had a really good game so far today. See if he can make a game-changing play again. And not going to get it over the middle. Blasted, but a first down. Deep carry over the middle for Cam Jones in cover 2. Screen pass, didn't see it, but thankfully Ronnie Shelton cooked. Ronnie Shelton gave him no time. Beautiful. Oh, A.J. Brown. Good tackle, though. Gains 5, but it's 3rd and 5. We also lose the end zone. So we know this play probably, so we're going to, hit him with the blitz, the man blitz. Oh, there you go. I was going to explain what we're going to do, but Walt James got in there so quick, nobody had a chance to do anything. And, I mean, considering it's 4th and 11, with 5 minutes left, they have made stops, obviously, in the past. I kind of see this as a smart decision. I think if it's a 7-point game, maybe you change your mind, but an 8-point game, there's a lot going against you. You got to get the conversion, which is already long enough. Got to get the touchdown, which is, already tough enough. Got to get the 2-point conversion, which is just all on top of one another. Get that field goal, get the stop, and a touchdown wins the game. I mean, it's tough. It's a tough decision, but that is a long 4th down to have to convert. And finally, a little bit of block. Our guy was about to block him in the back there, and he was smartly decided not to. I really like that play action, but we're going to run inside. Nice blocking. As Rodriguez gets enough for the 1st down. And you couldn't have asked for a better time for Rodriguez to be in the zone. If we run to the right, you would assume they're not really set up personnel-wise. And maybe try to do too much. Might have already knocked ourselves out of the zone. And that we did, my boy. Nice. Try to break that out for a big play. Should have just went inside and got the yards we had. And we're going to get sacked. I don't know if there was anything open on that left side. I kind of looked at the way they played, and I think just peripheral-wise, it felt like they had it covered, unless I'm wrong. And yeah, you set something up with Palmer, but I just didn't see that. Instead, it is now 3rd and 20, looking for the verticals. And that is a wide-open Palmer. Just catch this. Nice! Perfect throw. Great catch. Palmer knows how to just sit in a zone opening. He finds those windows, and it just works. It just works with him. Hike this after the 2:40, so it'll be the 2-minute warning. Might be able to just ice another game with the clock. Here we go. Oh, how is that Bellinger? I don't know who came across the middle. How are they not picking that guy up? I think it's time to get aggressive. Try to set something up. Palmer, just catch it. Nice. Goes out of bounds, but that's okay. I think he did. Unless that guy caught him before he went out of bounds, which would have been like an astronomical sell. He did go out of bounds, which sucks. I wanted to keep us in bounds, but getting the catch is all that mattered to me. And right now, I mean, assuming we don't fumble, throw a pick, miss a kick, basically going to put it at minimum. And he fumbles, and unbelievably, Garrett Bowles recovers. That is insane. They're coming with a blitz, I think. Play action Bellinger. Maybe should have bounced that back left, though. Bellinger, please. So open. He's going to get that 1st down. Oh! All the way down to the 2. And based on clock situation, I think you just try not to score. I mean, if you have the touchdown, you take it. But I'm not going to force a score here. And he's got the speed. He's in for the touchdown. You take that, I think. I think there's more risk of a botched snap than there is of them getting a touchdown and an onside kick. That's just me. And it is a measly 4th and inches, but with the clock running, it's still a pressure-filled situation that they might fail to get the 1st down on. He's got a deep look. He's going to take that. Cam Jones in just enough coverage to force a bad throw-ish and win us the game. Cam Jones don't play. Look at how many X factors we had in the zone, though. Like every X factor. Oh, look at that. That is filthy. Then we're going to hold on in another very high-scoring affair. 43-31. Once again, moments in time where we don't look our best, and we look like we could easily lose the game. But in that second half, really the second quarter hits, and we just climb right back in. And then, we hold possession. We get a score right at the end. We waste all the clock down. We sometimes do both. And ultimately, having a really big game. Jadarius lose, no interceptions, 3 touchdowns, but 500 passing yards. Rushing wasn't perfect, but we still did all right. And then receiving, Romeo Doubs actually, I don't think, caught a single pass in the second half. Which, I mean, if we had to, maybe need to force it, we could have, but we didn't. Rodriguez with a nice couple of catches. I don't think he even dropped a single one. Palmer, 108 yards with a touchdown. Kuntz, pretty good. Morant, pretty good. We had Bellinger and Hyatt get some plays. Hyatt with a touchdown. Looking at defense, sacks, couple here and there. Nothing really for our base sack department, kind of. We had DT, but the edge kind of lacking a little bit. And we have 2 upgrades. Mr. Terrence Williams, he's, you know, an interior guy now for us. Well, not even now. He's always been one, but finesse is kind of his weakness-ish. But we're not really getting good upgrades with him. And then Rylan, I think he already has 99 kick power, so I guess you just go accuracy. That's kind of what he needs. Plus 3 to accuracy would be lovely. Plus 2 is great as well. 90 accuracy, 99 kick power. Take a look at that scenario. It's definitely going to result in some XP gain. Hopefully it does what I think it does and gives us a breakout for the next week. Appreciate you challenging me, Coach. Our talk played a big part in what I was able to do this week. Let's see what kind of bonus we get. 3 to catch in traffic. Okay. Was it multiple touchdowns we needed for a bonus reward? I don't even know. But either way, 3 to catch in traffic is nice. Like I said, though, I think if you get another one the next week, you get a chance at a dev up. Maybe it's a different scenario. I hope it is, though. We have a bye week. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. Okay, sure. But then we have the Monarchs after that. So, yeah, be on the lookout for those next matchups for next episode. But, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate getting support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. And that be about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.